Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB Can 7 updates and spoilers. Our house guests of the day. We've got Erica Goodrich Thompson, Douglas Vonata, and we've got the Daniel squad. What? We got Daniel Ramos, Daniel Gutierrez, Daniel Fernandez, and we've got Dan and Sarah D. So thank you all so much for the support. We really appreciate it and could not do this without you. So thank you again. And if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. All right, so house guests are still planning on getting rid of Mark this week. That has not changed. He doesn't know it yet. He still thinks that he's staying. Ugh. So at this point, Anthony's trying to figure out the best time to tell him that, because the clock is ticking here, but it's a very delicate balance, because Anthony, you would think, wants to tell Mark early enough so that he still has that jury vote, right? But Dane is really pushing waiting as long as possible because he doesn't want to give Mark time to potentially flip the votes back so that he stays and Dane goes. So the pretty boys are trying to figure out how they're going to break it to Mark, and more importantly, when. So then Kira and Anthony were discussing the upcoming eviction, and Anthony is saying he's going to tell Mark on Thursday so that he's not like freaking out the night before and not like unable to sleep, because he doesn't want to do that to him. And Kira's like, well, if you want to secure his jury vote, you can vote for him to stay, and then I'll break the tie and vote him out. Do you really think that Anthony is going to trust you with that? So Kira says, I'm never going to get Mark's jury vote anyway because he doesn't respect my game and he's going to vote for one of the guys. So you're going to gain more from this than I would lose. And if I don't win, I want you to win, Anthony. You know, of course, that's what Anthony wants to hear. But he's like, nah, like, you don't have to go through all that extra drama. We're just gonna, you know, keep the vote 2-0. Don't worry about it. Again, there's no way that Anthony would leave the decision up to Kira for multiple reasons. Of course, he's worried that Kira's got way too many doubts this week. Kira's a wild card. You don't know what they're gonna do. And also, they don't want Kira to have the resume builder or the satisfaction of taking out one of the pretty boys. You know, they want to do it themselves. So then Anthony and Kira were chatting again later because he's got to give Kira instructions and lines to say to other people. Like, for example, Kira's not really sure how to approach Adam because they want to tell Adam that they're keeping Dane this week, but Adam is not like best friends with Kira anymore because Kira put him on the block. I'm calling everyone they now. So Kira's saying that Adam is resentful because he trusted me so much and he's never felt so betrayed in this game because he thought he had me and then I put him up on the block and he can't look at me for more than a few seconds. It's like Kira is enjoying how much they hurt Adam, just the way that they talk about it, which is really strange, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting. So Anthony's like, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna ask Adam how he feels about Dane, and you're gonna remind him that he said he wants the best players in the game, and you're also gonna tell him that you hate Mark. Jeez. And then you're gonna ask Adam, you know, would you be upset if I wanted to keep Dane this week? But Adam is already on board, so this is like all for show. So Kira's like, okay, I'll do that. Sounds good. But I also need something to say to Mark. So Kira wants to call Mark out on dropping their name, which like sort of happened, but Anthony failed to mention that all of the pretty boys want Kira out next, or at least all of the ones that aren't him. So Anthony is steering Kira away from this because he doesn't want to open up that can of worms. If Mark senses he's in danger, there's no telling what he'll do, what he'll spill. So he doesn't want that to happen. He's trying to avoid it at all costs. So Anthony's like, just tell Mark that you don't trust him. You know, keep it very simple. Keep it very vague. You know that that's Anthony's thing, keeping things vague. So anyway, Anthony's like, oh, I don't understand why the other guys were snaking around and lying so much all throughout the season. And Kira's like, what? Because Kira says, you haven't made up stories, but you have lied in this game. Which is funny because he's definitely made up stories, but Kira doesn't even realize it. So, oh my god, Anthony is claiming that he has not lied at all. He's like freaking Mona Lisa Saperstein in Parks and Rec when she's all like, I have done nothing wrong in my entire life. Money, please. Seriously. So Kira's like, what about the boys alliance? You lied about that. And Anthony's like, I wasn't lying because the way you asked me, it was like you were asking if there was an alliance that had all the boys in it, and it wasn't all the boys. So technically I wasn't lying. Oh my god, come on. Come on! Okay, so then for the rest of the night, Anthony was reassuring Kira that they're not getting played by all the guys. And again, it still looks like Mark is going. And then Anthony tells Kira, then we're gonna get Adam. And then we're gonna get Dane. So Anthony's saying they're gonna go to the final 2 together. Good luck with that. You're gonna have to pull out some competition wins to make that happen. So we'll see. But in other news, Adam made a whack-ass cake from scratch yesterday. It was terrible. They didn't know like all the measurements and stuff, so they were all like guessing, like Dane and Mark were helping Adam. They were all guessing how much of everything to put in, and apparently the texture was like a rubber mat. Ugh. But he did decorate it, which was nice. He decorated it to say BB Can 7 Top 5, so that's fun. And then today, more of the same. Anthony continuing to brainwash Kira, people not realizing how good Anthony is. And then they were also playing what basically looked like pot ball from BB-17, where you just like throw something in a pot. I mean, it looks fun, right, compared to what they would be doing, which is nothing. Yeah, so tomorrow's the eviction. When will they tell Mark? That's the big question. It doesn't look like at this point it's gonna flip back and Dane is gonna go. It looks like it's still solidly Mark leaving, and it should be a 2-0 vote. So you just gotta watch and see when they're gonna tell him. Should be interesting. So I'm really curious how he's gonna take it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and until then, much love.